You've done a study, a global study, Stacey, and what did you find?
Well, we found a lot of interesting things. The first thing that we really found was that the cybersecurity space has a real talent shortage, and it's pretty widespread. You mentioned a moment ago that the study that we conducted was global. We talked with 8 countries around the world, and every single country came back to us and said, wow, we've got this massive shortage that we're facing with cybersecurity talent. One of the other things that we found that I thought was really interesting was there's a serious lack of diversity, particularly in the U.S., but what we found was that, the respondents here in the U.S. said major lack of women and minorities that are applying for these cybersecurity jobs. So those were just 2 of the really more interesting findings that we found.
Well, Stacey, what are some action items? What are some logical next steps then?
Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, to the lack of diversity point, as parents or grandparents who are, starting to realize what kinds of interests and curiosity points our kids have. The first is, there's certainly no lack of curiosity on the part of our kids with, technology. These smartphones, these tablets, gaming consoles, all of that stuff. What they're really starting to get interested in is cybersecurity, believe it or not. And one of the first things that you can do is learn to, or help them learn, that they are gaining knowledge and power to kind of protect themselves. And then, really, when I was a young parent, a lot of the buzzwords were really, oh my gosh, you have to limit screen time to an hour or so, and get your kids outside to play. But, understand that when your kids are engaging with these devices and they're learning about their cybersecurity environment, one of the things that they're learning is really how to, like I said, empower themselves. So savvy parents can really kind of help guide their kids towards exploring the field, and gaining interest and traction in the industry. And a piece of good news for parents would be that the salaries in cybersecurity, on average, about 2.7 times the average wages for other jobs in that particular country.